Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger episode 16. I'm pretty sure I got the episode number right for this week. So this episode pretty much focused on the conflict with Stinger and his brother and their hunt for him. And it was a pretty good episode. It was a pretty big episode because the character sort of died. R.I.P. Champ, the only, well, not the only good character. I think Champ and Commander are the MVPs of the show. I think what should have happened is that they should have pushed Lucky in front of the blast, killed him, brought him back to life, killed him again just to be sure so we could watch it twice because he's the worst. But so yeah, Champ stepped in front of Stinger's brother's wrath. Not, let me tell you something, the tiger, but you know, an attack. And so right now he's out of commission. They mentioned they're going to bring him back to headquarters to fix him, but he might not be who he was. I kind of hope that's not going to be true. I'm kind of curious to see where that story goes, whether it's we'll just be getting a whole new version of Champ, like a different personality, or the same personality just without the memories, or possibly like same-ish personality without the memories and then sort of regaining them somehow over time. But I really like Champ. I don't know why necessarily so much. It's just I just really like his personality and he's kind of one of my favorites. So I hope it's not too drastic, but it's at least something interesting. I really didn't see something like this coming so early, but I guess they're trying to, maybe this is their way of like saving money to dwindle off the numbers a bit. You send Kotaro to the camp or whatever, and you send Champ to robot heaven for a bit. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I didn't expect that. And so like the contents of the episode were pretty good, and I honestly didn't expect us to arrive at this so quickly. It's been, what, one episode since, didn't they leave? And then we had like a fillery episode. Not that took place in fillery, that would be way better. But then, and then this episode, I honestly thought it was going to be a few more episodes before we touched on the story again. Especially for something so significant. So again, like I said, it's weird in these reviews because the things I'm praising aren't really anything that would deserve special praise in any other show that was just well written, but because Sentai's been in such a crappy slump, I'm just still sort of impressed that they've been able to keep my interest and actually have things happening on a fairly consistent basis, and especially now because a lot of it's happening without the introduction of a toy being like the key of it. But I did have sort of a problem with this episode, mainly in terms of the execution of like his brother's story, which I could end up being wrong about this. Like this could be a classic situation of me being like, I'm so glad that the Gold Ranger isn't Brody's brother, and then he ends up being Brody's brother because Aiden is his brother or whatever, like some stupid nonsense that he just took on a country singer alias. But anyway, but mainly is that this episode sort of did, the episode's kind of a classic trope in general of, oh, brother turned to the dark side, brother versus brother thing. And then they went for the trope of, oh, he's really telling him that he's secretly working for them and then betrays him at the end. And almost anywhere you go in this storyline, it's nothing that you're going to be treading new ground on. But I actually really liked the lie he told in terms of I think it's something that Sentai doesn't do a lot, which is have this sort of needs of the many character of basically he was willing to take out people to prove himself to Dark Matter. Like he said, he took out, in his lie at least, he took out their village or whatever because they were going to get taken out anyway, so he might as well do it and earn trust. I just think that's more interesting rather than having one of the two more generic ways I think is the way they went of I'm really on your side, lol, no, I just got the info, now die. And then the other one is, oh, I'm really on your good side and all the evil stuff you saw me do was either staged or someone else did it and I'm an innocent little toku, you know, flower that couldn't possibly do any wrongs. And I like the idea of having someone who's on the same like path they are in terms of their goals of defeating Dark Matter, but Dark Matter, not the show on Sci-Fi, Dark Matter, but he's going about really extreme ways of doing it. I just think that would make for some more interesting conflict in terms of their approach and how they meet each other. And I don't know, I just find that it's like I said, that's not new ground either, but I just think the idea of a character who really doesn't care, he's basically doing the unpopular decisions for the right reasons, and I think that there's more potential for interest in that. And for all we know, this was like a quadruple cross, and it'll eventually be revealed to be that. But for now, it was a bit on the cliche side of him just betraying him and then Champ getting in the way. Like, it was good stuff-ish, but it's just, I think that other path could be so much more interesting, especially since I can't think of very many characters in Sentai that would be like that, especially in recent years. But everything else, like I said, it was good, even but generic. It was entertaining. It was engaging a bit. A lot of the scenes with Champ were well done. I kind of like the unexpected friendship that happened between Champ and Stinger, considering how they started, and especially with how awkwardly they handled, not addressing the fact that he potentially murdered someone. So, yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Right now, Champ's out of commission. We'll see for how long. We'll see if it's like an episode or a couple episodes. It could be like 10 episodes. I don't know. But that's kind of the beauty of having so many Rangers. But I'm curious to see where it goes. But overall, I thought this episode was pretty good, pretty solid. I'd probably give it a 7.5. Anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.